So we have some brand new difficult content in Dokkan. Global has finally got the heart-pounding Heroine battle event, and with that we have the first 3 stages. And of course, with new content also means new missions. We have clear stage 1, 2, and 3, all while using 4 Peppy Girls units. So you know what that means. In this video, we're going to be completing the first 3 stages and completing all the missions that go with it in one singular video, all while going in completely blind. Let me know down in the comments how you found this, with this being new to Global. While you're down there as well, show your boys some love, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and
let's fucking go!
Now, I do know that these new fights are massively gimmicked. So I did actually have a look at the information the game gives you in terms of what these gimmicks are. And Pan, you don't actually fight properly. Pan, you actually want to collect as many rainbow key spheres as possible to essentially win this fight. I think basically what happens is once you fill up that bar at the bottom, the fight pretty much ends, and that's how it goes. So your go-to strat for this fight against Pan is pretty much just bring rainbow orb changes. I mean, one of the easiest way to do this is actually just combine the missions together. Just combine the missions together. We have 2 rainbow orb changes on the team in LR Bulma and also the Rubrian, who's actually leading the Peppy Girls category as well. But as you can see, Pan straight up just steals you, which means no matter what, I was actually meant to leave the Khalifa on this rotation so her and Kale can just sit together and have dodge and guard, but it's fine. It is what it is. And all you pretty much have to do is just survive, because you can't even bring items into this, not a singular one, and you can't even bring support memories. So as I said, these fights are heavily gimmicked, not to the point where it's just, oh, they seal, oh, they lock. No. You don't attack Pan, essentially. You don't super her, you don't damage her health bar, you just have to get rainbow key spheres, and that is literally it. So I'm going to keep Chilai here. I'm going to keep Chilai here, and I'm going to keep Ribrian on rotation, because that way we have an orb changer and we have Chilai foreseeing enemy super attack, so we can avoid them as much as possible. But we still have 16 charges left. That's 4 turns, and we're pretty much, what, at the halfway mark? Maybe just a bit over. See, sometimes you just have to check what the game tells you. You know, we hop in blind. I mean, we're still blind to an extent, because I don't know what damage Pan's doing, but considering we're kind of surviving fairly fine, I'd say we're doing okay. And then, you know, we had a look at a little bit what the game told us, you know, and it's actually a good thing I did, because if I just straight hopped into this fight, I'd be sitting here none the wiser, and we'd be struggling to collect rainbow key spheres. I don't mind this, you know. Obviously, I prefer the usual format, which is just fight. You know, you build out a team, even if that is towards category missions. You build out a team as best as you possibly can. You play through. You go for the win, essentially. But I'm not going to lie, it's quite a nice change of pace to be able to just play like this, which is incredibly chilled. I mean, you do kind of have crunch time, which is you only have X amount of charges, X amount of turns to actually get all of these rainbow key spheres. But I mean, we have 3 left and we're basically done. And I can't lie, for someone who has hardly any of the good Peppy Girls units, I mean, Chilai is definitely one of them. But I don't have Strength Pan, which means I can't easy A her. I don't have any of the new ones. You know, I don't think I have too many Peppy Girls units actually easy A'd either, apart from like a handful. And this hasn't actually been too bad, but it's quite a nice change of pace, I won't lie. I wouldn't like this way all the time. But, you know, every now and then, a little switch up with this gimmick, or maybe a phase with this gimmick, but we're pretty much done. The bar is filled. I even got some extra rainbow key spheres just to be safe. We have 6 charges left. We have 2 turns left. And we have all the rainbow key spheres we need. So as long as we survive this turn, I'm pretty sure we win. Unless Pan starts taking damage now, and then we actually have to fight her. Dodge. Dodge. We've come so far. Dodge. No dodge. It's fine. We're still alive. So clearly Pan doesn't do that much damage. And we're done. Yeah, no, literally. That's all we have to do. Collect rainbow key spheres, and then the fight's pretty much done. I mean, that's stage 1 done. Moving on to stage 2. So moving on to stage 2, which is Rappan. Her gimmick is she will lower your ki, and you have to super attack her as many times as possible to win. So I potentially think this is another scenario where you don't actually damage her. You just have to fill up that bar underneath her HP gauge and just super attack her as many times as possible, and of course survive. Again, we are still basically partially blanks. I don't know how much damage she does. I don't know what numbers she's putting out. I just know her gimmick. Which I'm rocking the exact same team just because we do have like 2 units that support, and we have rainbow orb changes, which means we shouldn't really struggle for ki whatsoever. And the bar's filled up already. Do we get to damage her now? Doesn't look like it. It looks like the bar's just straight reset. I mean, you're going to go in slot 1. And we're going to do this. And that supports everyone. And then we're going to grab ourselves all of these strength key spheres for Kale. How many times do you have to do this? Because it doesn't look like you actually damage her. It looks like you just continuously fill this bar up each time. So how does this work? Do you just do this a set amount of times and then you're done? Or does the fight just kind of randomly end the same way it did with Pan? Because we filled it up once and we're basically just rinse repeating what we did last turn, which is filling this bar back up. So it looks like it's another gimmick where you don't actually damage Rappan, just like Pan. We're still going. Do we keep going until we can't super attack anymore? Like, I'm really not sure what we have to do. Well, no, I know what we have to do. I'm really not sure how long we essentially have to do this for. I mean, we're saving a ton of ki, which is very good. Because we're now 3 turns deep, but nothing's really changed. Unless, as I said, we just have to keep doing this a set amount of times until we're done. Do additionals count towards the super attack meter? I mean, we almost found out. Caulifla just didn't want to get the other half, which was actually additional super. Oh, we done. So just for 3-4 turns, you have to just super attack her as many times as possible with your ki being lowered and you're done. I mean, that was very easy. I can't lie. That was really, really easy. As long as you have good linking units with the Peppy Girls units and the support units, which I can't lie, a lot of them do support. That one's fairly easy to do, but that's stage 2 done. Moving on to stage 3, which is the final stage right now against Chi-Chi. Final stage so far of the first batch. Chi-Chi's gimmick is she will nullify stunning, which is fine because we're not planning to do that. And if you do not hit her for a certain amount of damage over a threshold, you'll nullify that damage to 0. Now, that's kind of stuff we're used to. So this is essentially, to me, a normal fight. This is very much a normal fight. So it's pretty much do as much damage as you possibly can, because you can actually buff yourself. So that's another thing you probably want to do, is buff or bring units that can buff their attack. So Chila is probably not going to do any damage, which is fine. She's mainly here to support and foresee enemies super attack. She also seals, which is handy. But, you know, we're used to that with a lot more of the recent difficult fights in the game, in like Supreme Magnificent Battle, like Beast, for example. If you don't hit him for a certain amount of damage, he'll nullify it. Same with even Fusion Zamasu in Red Zone. You didn't hit him for a certain amount of damage, he'll nullify it. So we're already kind of used to this. So this is pretty much just a standard fight, except you can actually buff yourself and also seal Chi-Chi. You just can't stun her. So again, as long as we survive, I think this one will be fairly easy to do. The second one was really easy, but we've already killed Chi-Chi as it is. So I'm going to say this one's very easy as well. Get the Bulma support, pick up some orbs with Caulifla, and then hopefully Ribrianne will be fine chilling in slot 3. I mean, she has to be. Can't use items. I mean, Caulifla does have type advantage, so any additionals and crits are going to completely melt down Chi-Chi's health bar. Big crit from Bulma and the additional. Pulling out the Mac, pulling out the drive-by, her and Oolong get shot up. Did that do any damage? I don't think I held HP bar moved. Yeah, we're critting. It's still not doing enough damage. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I probably should have put LRK and Caulifla on this team instead. That probably would have worked a bit better. Because then they would be doing like 5, 6, 7 million plus attack stats, stacking, dodge if need be. Yeah, probably should have bought them instead. Okay, I mean, Ribrianne's actually tanking fairly fine. Okay, cool. Do this. We got Chilai's support running. Videl was actually doing damage in the first turn as well, and she was also building up. So this may be the last turn for us. I mean, if Chilai dodges, because 140k on a normal, I'd rather you didn't take that again, considering we've almost got Chi-Chi dead. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, small green woman, for dodging Chi-Chi. Thank you so much. I was going to say, we've almost got her dead. Please don't do this. Yeah, there we go. We're done. I can't lie. That was fairly easy. We fought back in for a second time against Chi-Chi because there is a mission to complete where you need to beat stage 3 against Chi-Chi with a Master Roshi unit. Now, of course, if you summon for the new Dokkan Fest Roshi that just dropped on Global, this would be very easy for you to do with him, or a bit easy for you to do. Considering I haven't, my Master Roshi unit's a doo-doo, I've had to resort to using the free-to-play Fizz LR. So I've just decided to hop in again and use a reps team. Which means I'm going to completely obliterate Chi-Chi's health bar. I mean, Goku's throwing hand with his own wife right now, and we're doing a ton of damage. Jesus Christ, maybe I should call someone. I mean, I knew it would be easy. I don't think it would be this easy to do. Maybe these first few stages are actually fairly weak. It's just the Peppy Girls missions that make it a bit more difficult. Because we are absolutely... I mean, we literally just demolished Chi-Chi off. Well, there you go. I did say it would be easier to do the team like that to get the Master Roshi mission done. So if you don't have the new Master Roshi, definitely do it that way with a Reps or Universe Survival Saga team instead. It'll be a hell of a lot easier just to do a second run. But there we have it, guys. The first 3 stages of Heart-Pounding Heroine battle completed, and all the missions completed alongside it as well in one video. I'll definitely take those 15 stones. Let me know how you found it down in the comments. The gimmicks are a nice change. Again, I wouldn't want this all the time. Maybe on like a stage or 2, maybe on like a phase here and there. But it's a nice change of pace rather than like big numbers and, you know, surviving for your life. But let me know how you found it down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and post.